My fiancée abandoned me at our wedding, chasing after her ex-boyfriend instead. After deleting all her contact information, she showed up at my door claiming she had bitter circumstances. Later, her ex-boyfriend came to see me. She was already pregnant with my child. "You can't win against me," he said, "but who would want such a woman? My stunningly beautiful neighbor's younger sister is much more appealing." Today was supposed to be my wedding day with Gu Zhaoyan. She arrived late, without makeup, suspicious red marks visible on her collarbones. When I asked what happened, she just urged us to hurry through the ceremony so she could rest. Suppressing my unease, I let the MC begin, but during the ring exchange, she received a call. Returning with a pale face, she said Lin Zimu had cut his wrist. Lin Zimu, her ex-boyfriend, or rather, an ex from 7 years ago who'd recently returned overseas. I grabbed her arm as she turned to leave. "Zhaoyan, today is our wedding day. Guests are already staring. Besides, this might be another one of his bitter trick acts." Just 2 days prior, when she finally agreed to try on wedding dresses before even putting one on, Lin Zimu arrived. After saying barely 2 sentences, he suddenly collapsed. Without hesitation, she dumped me and tended to him for an entire day. Standing in the bridal shop, watching her call an ambulance while shop owners and clerks gawked, I followed silently. Lin Zimu landed in intensive care, tubes and machines everywhere. Terrified, Zhaoyan prayed outside the OR. Little did they know the chief surgeon was my college classmate. Post-operation, he vented to me, "Hospital resources are strained enough without playing along with rich kids' dramas. Capitalists. So this time, could it be another act?" Moreover, Lin Zimu was married. Shouldn't he his wife care for him? Yet when I pointed this out, Zhaoyan furiously accused me of cold-bloodedness, saying I wished him dead. With both families present, I kept my tone gentle. "Calm down. He wouldn't want to see you like this." Rightfully embarrassed, she removed her barely hour-old wedding gown and stormed off. I trailed her to the hospital. There, Lin lay pale and frail, hooked to machines. At his bedside, Zhaoyan shattered, sobbing until near collapse. 2 minutes later, he stirred awake. "Zhaoyan, you came." She wiped tears. "How could you?" Out of her sight, he smugly waved at me, wiping powder off his face, revealed unblemished skin beneath the bandage. My expression hardened. "Guests are waiting. We should return." But she clung to him. "I must stay. Call his wife." He interrupted. "We're divorced." Her eyes lit up. "Really divorced?" He nodded. "Never loved her, just a family arrangement. You're the one I love. Always will be." Tears fell again, glancing guiltily at me. "No one's tending to him. I must stay," I countered. "At least get certified first." 5 years since he proposed. She'd resisted marriage till 2 months ago. Today's ceremony felt like my last chance, and my parents demanded proof I wasn't spoiling her rotten. They always chided me for pampering her. Expensive bags, diamonds. She'd scoff at materialism, calling me crass. Each reconciliation required begging. She had quirks, but I protected her. Genuine love is rare these days. My first encounter with Zhaoyan was MED school senior year. She collapsed suddenly. Classmates panicked. Passing by, I performed CPR. Waking up, she fell for me instantly. The literature department's beauty queen reserved normally, yet boldly pursued me. Shy students rarely spoke up, yet she serenaded me daily. Such devotion deserved cherishing, until reality coughed violently. Lin Zimu hacked dramatically, face deathly white yet smirking beneath the powder. "A yen," he rasped. "Your cousin's wedding? Don't worry, won't do this again." Her voice trembled. "I'm staying." When I exposed his fake wound, she snapped. His ex-wife framed him. "I'll protect him." Walking away, her footsteps followed. From behind, she hugged me. "Sorry, give him time." My final question hung cold. "Are you coming back to marry me? Will we wait forever?" 7 years of love, how could I just throw it away? Gu Zhaoyan hesitated. "The day after tomorrow, we'll go get our marriage license." I pried her fingers off my arm. Then we won tea. I walked away without looking back. Lin Zimu is my cousin. At school, he plays the model student. In private, he's a thug who beds girls and ghosts them. In university, he used his pretty face to make the sophomore Gu Zhaoyan his girlfriend. After 1 month, he grew bored, dumped her, and ignored her begging outside dorm and home. To escape her, he went abroad for his last year. He came back, married in a flash, then saw Zhaoyan beside me at a family banquet, and that night demanded a divorce from his new wife. I learned all this from Zhaoyan Yan's roommate who let it slip. Zhao Yan exploded, furious that I'd poked into her past and humiliated her. She forgot I was only the listener. That night she drank herself unconscious. I stayed up with her. She murmured Zai Mu in her sleep. Next morning she swore she would never love him again. I fobbed off my parents' questions. That night I dreamed of our married life. A sweet child, me earning the money, her still beautiful. At 4 a.m. I woke choking, pillow soaked, the room cavernous. I texted her, still awake. 30 minutes, no reply. I set the phone down. At 5 it buzzed. My heart leapt until I saw the sender. Lin Ziaimu, a hospital report. Gu Zhaoyan, 12 weeks pregnant. 12 weeks ago I was on a business trip, buried in work and wedding plans. We had not touched each other once. The child cannot be mine. Ziaimu followed with 3 photos. A hotel bed, Zhao Yan naked in his arms, her clothes strewn across the floor. While I pictured our future, she was in another man's bed on what should have been our wedding night. Another message. Cousin, want to see a different side of her? A video. Zhao Yan in lingerie, writhing, moaning his name. She who never wore anything low cut in front of me. Between kisses he asked, "You still marrying Su Yuan An?" Her face changed. "He's nothing next to you." I only agreed for his company's shares. Every touch with him disgusts me. I ran to the bathroom and vomited, then forced myself to watch the clip again and again, to brand the humiliation into memory. Ziaimu's last text, "You can't beat me." Looking back, the signs were there. After a banquet she left early, feeling unwell. I came home, she wasn't there. I called. The ringtone cut to her voice, soft and breathless. "Don't make noise." Then a muffled moan. She claimed her best friend had been dumped and needed wine. She caught a cold. I believed her. Whenever Ziaimu texted he had a fever, she'd rush to his room at 3 a.m. If we were in the same bed, she'd push me away. When I quarreled with Ziaimu, she always said, "He's your cousin, you should give in." Then she'd add sweetly, "I'm only trying to win your parents' approval." Ridiculously, I believed that too. But later, I realized that Gu Zhaoyan pursued me only because she couldn't stand Lin Zimu leaving her for someone else and marrying so quickly. After all, I'm Lin Zimu's cousin. Manipulating me was far more amusing than targeting others. In the end, her scheme worked. Lin Zimu fought with his wife over divorce and became obsessed with her. His wife, the daughter of a conglomerate CEO, brought bodyguards when she learned the truth. They beat the hell out of the pair caught in bed together, then attacked Gu Zhaoyan directly, calling her a homewrecker and a shameless mistress. When I rushed there, her face was slashed with claw marks and bruises, blood streaming below. That child, our first child, the very reason my parents finally accepted her as their daughter-in-law, filled me with joy. I'd guarded her fiercely, fearing every stumble. Yet seeing her then, my heart shattered. Lin's wife smirked coldly. "Su Yuan An, brilliant as you are. This brat, who knows whose it really is?" Gu Zhaoyan panicked, begging me to believe her. Her frailty softened me. To make his wife back off, I surrendered a massive share of our joint project's profits. Later, after sending her photos and videos, I blocked her everywhere. She showed up at my office, desperate. "Yuan An, listen, we were drunk. It was an accident. Everything I said before, it was lies." When I ignored her, she kneeled. "The doctor warned pregnancy might never come again. Please, raise this child as ours," wanting me to raise another man's flesh. Did she think herself flawless? Without Lin, she claimed she loved me now. He drugged me. She cried. But how could this be the same girl who once blushed at glances? The woman I defied my family for, rejected arranged marriages for, worked myself sick to provide for. She was gone. I wanted the Gu Zhaoyan who'd choose me without hesitation, stand by my side. This stranger? Unworthy. "Leave," I said. "Don't force me to call security." She clung to me, pleading, "I truly want to marry you. If you can't accept this, I'll abort it. Scrap the baby." I pushed her aside, smiling at the figure behind me. "Did you hear that, dear cousin?" Lin Zimu stepped forward. Gu Zhaoyan's face drained of color. "Zimu? Why? I invited him," I said. He slapped her hard. "Slut." The whiplash from his obsession turned to fury. She stared, stunned. "You dare hit me?" I handed her a water glass. Predictably, she threw it in his face. "You think you're better? Your secret son with your wife before she left. Big families tolerate affairs. affairs. But children? You slipped up, didn't you? Lin roared denials, kicking her. They brawled until both were hospitalized, her face gouged, his body bruised. The baby didn't survive. I sent the video to Uncle. Lin lost his inheritance, with 3 older brothers ahead. Why hand power to a disgraced playboy? A month later, Gu Xiaoyan married Lin. Her mom, craving sons, pressured her into it after the abortion using dowry money for her brother's apartment. The Lins, appalled by her scandal after driving away their perfect daughter-in-law, slammed their door shut. Undeterred, Mrs. Gu leaked a viral video online. Public outrage tanked Lin Corp's stocks, forced into acceptance. They wed. Life wasn't kind. Her mother-in-law despised her. Lin resented her stretched body and fading looks, partying nightly. A year later, I saw her again, haggard, begging beside my neighbor's freshman sister, Yuan An. Spare some cash? My companion recoiled. Ma-am, who are you? Gu Xiaoyan stared at her, then me. Who is she? I glanced ahead, walking on. She grabbed my sleeve, shrill. Su Yuan An, don't you love me anymore? You swore forever. You cheated on me behind my back. How dare you face me? A crowd gathered, eager for drama, siding with her to condemn me. Such a decent-looking man, yet unfaithful. They hissed. Men are all liars. The young girl cut through the noise, her temper flaring. She slapped Gu Xiaoyan hard across the face. It was you tangled in bed with a married man, and now you expect my brother to marry you while pregnant. When he refused, you slandered him. The Amobi's opinion flipped instantly. Those who just criticized her now turned on Gu Xiaoyan. The girl smirked. Sister, ignorance can be fixed. Ugly faces altered, but your rotten heart? Incurable. Meeting her fiery gaze, malice flickered in Gu Xiaoyan's eyes. I blocked her raised hand, staring coldly. Get lost, Yuan An. Trust me, I truly love you. I want to marry you, she pleaded, switching tactics when bullying failed. Love, sleeping with Lin Zimu the day before our wedding, qualifies as love. Her face paled. How'd you know? She clamped a hand over her mouth. He got me drunk, forced himself on me. I scoffed. Caring for him led to that? Couldn't resist saving him, huh? My sister finally snapped. Enough, lady. Never seen such shamelessness. She listed Gu Xiaoyan's sins. Sleeping with her ex the night before their wedding, demanding we raise another man's child. Sizing her up disdainfully, she turned to me. Brother, your taste sucks. And sister, when people treat you like human, try acting like one. I ruffled her hair, stifling laughter. Lesson learned. Kiddo, Gu Xiaoyan's expression soured. Your language is filthy. My sister hugged my arm. Only caring about your wallet hurts, bro. Is that wrong? Not at all. I chuckled under my breath. Desperate, Gu Xiaoyan grasped last straws. Yuan An, my son's dying. Please, for old time's sake, lend me money. Later, she'd conceived again, but karma bit hard. Her precious son was born with leukemia. Treatments drained savings, and with no job, she relied on Lin Zimu, disinherited and broke. He blew his allowance on women, sending scraps sporadically, barely covering 10% of medical bills. Worse, he planned to bring his healthy, illegitimate son into the family. Why waste resources on a dying heir? He abandoned them to fate. Even with a matching bone marrow donor found, they couldn't afford treatment. Broke and desperate, she remembered her sucker ex me. But why help? Sorry, powerless, I said flatly. Admit it, I'm no saint. She clung to me, sobbing. Do anything. Name your price. Tilting her chin, I smirked. Tonight, room 203, Xingxiang Hotel. At the hotel, buried in work emails, she slipped on sheer lingerie, offering warm water. After drinking, dizziness hit. Staggering up, my legs gave way. What did you do? She grinned, positioning a camera toward us. Live porn for leverage, Lin S. deal. He'll pay if I film us, she purred, stripping off clothes. You still crave this body, don't you? Repulsed, I shoved her off. Undeterred, she pressed closer. I mean it. I love you now. Writhing provocatively, she missed my cold stare until I forced water down her throat. Choking, she recoiled as I aimed the camera her way. Shrieking, she tried to cover herself, but the drug took hold. Delirious, she clutched pillows desperately. Enjoy your orgy, I muttered. At 3 a.m., the hospital called. Her son had crashed. While she schemed to seduce me, he died. Hysterical, she attacked nurses at the morgue, blaming them for murder. Cops hauled her away. I bailed her her out. Her first words, "Stay away or I leak yesterday's video. How low can you stoop?" She spat, listing my past kindnesses. Does this plot seem somewhat familiar? Gu Xiaoyan's eyes widened. "It's you," she realized. I curved my lips into a smirk. "Yes, it's me." After being beaten by Lin Zimu and hospitalized, Gu Xiaoyan finally saw him for the monster he was and began longing for my kindness all over again. She'd intended to beg my forgiveness, to mend things between us, but her mother took matters into her own hands first. Forced to confront the Lin family head-on, there was no turning back. Marriage to Lin Zimu became her only path forward. Once wed, she scrambled to secure her own interests, never anticipating how brutally the Lins would retaliate. Stripped of his inheritance, Lin Zimu lost access to company shares. Their monthly allowance dwindled to less than 10% of what they'd once had. Household staff, disgusted by her past actions, snubbed her openly. No meals prepared unless leftovers remained. Unable to cook herself, Gu Xiaoyan survived on crumbs, waiting desperately for Lin's rare visits when servants overcooked. In that gilded cage, she feasted one day, starved the next. Within a month, regret consumed her. Night after night, she woke sobbing. If only I'd married him instead, he would have cherished me. But regret offers no cure. Later, spiking Lin's drink with drugs, she conceived again. Brief respite before catastrophe struck. Their son was diagnosed with leukemia. Her world shattered completely. That damning video leaked by her mother? My doing. Without it, public outrage wouldn't have simmered far slower. Every twist unfolded exactly as I'd planned. Sweet justice, indeed. Now, gazing down at this broken woman, I savored her ruin. You thought betraying me would earn you happiness? Gu Xiaoyan shrieked, lunging at me before police restraints pinned her thrashing form. Su Yuan An, you don't know how repulsive I found sharing your bed. At your beck and call, how pathetic. She cackled wildly, play-acting the devoted fiancé? Did you really believe yourself some tragic hero? I instructed officers to proceed impartially. Instantly, she collapsed to her knees, tears streaming. Yuan An, I was wrong. Please, one more chance. I'll love you properly this time. Madness glazed her eyes. But why should my life accommodate hers? Before leaving, I dropped one final line. You're far more repulsive than I ever was. Yes, repulsive. 7 years wasted coddling such a creature. Sickening. Crushed by triple blows, her son's death, Lin's abandonment, terror of my video going viral. She snapped completely, released from custody. Divorce papers followed. The Lins checked her into a psychiatric facility. There, she LROT. Meanwhile, I graduated, married my neighbor's little sister, and lived happily ever after.